How to quickly get to financial freedom? See, for this, you need to understand some basics. Okay, so Robert Kiyosaki wrote this book called as Cash Flow Quadrant, in which he says that there are four types of people in the world: the E, the S, the B, and the I's. E stands for employee, S stands for self-employed, B stands for business owner, and I stands for investor. When I was working in Dubai in the banking sector, I belonged to the E quadrant. So I was working for a salary, I was working for money, I was selling my time for money. So that was active income. So I was trading my time for money. It was a full-time job in a bank. So that's active income. So people in the E quadrant, they make active income. They have to work for money. And I was not happy with that. I wanted to find a way to make money without working. So that is why I decided to quit my job and I decided to change my quadrant. Coming to the S quadrant, which is self-employed, before 2010, around 2008, 2009, I was working as a financial advisor. So I was giving investment advice to high net worth individuals in India. So when I was working there, I was in the S quadrant. I was self-employed. So I had my own private practice. I had my own clients. There again, I realized that if I don't work, the money will not come. If I stop consulting, then the money will stop coming in. So again, I realized that I have to trade my time for money. I have to work to make money, right? Again, I was not satisfied with that situation. So I decided to shut down that business and move out of that quadrant. So I have been in the E quadrant, the employee quadrant, and the S quadrant. And in both the cases, the problem is if I stop working, the money stops coming in. That is why I decided to move to the B quadrant, which is the business owner. I decided to start my own business and create products that would earn me money even while I am sleeping. So I digitized or productized my knowledge, created video courses, and now people from more than 151 countries are buying my video courses even while I am sleeping. I mean, literally, when I wake up in the morning, I see dollars coming into my bank account. So I have figured out a way to earn money without working. That was a great realization for me, which has changed my life. And now I am earning enough income on a monthly basis, which takes care of my monthly expenses. So now I don't need to go back to the E quadrant. So I chose to go into the B quadrant. Now, Robert Kiyosaki's definition of B quadrant is that you need to have at least 500 employees in your business. My definition of B quadrant is slightly different. As long as I have a business and the business earns money for me without requiring my physical presence, and it gives me enough capital or enough cash flow which can take care of my monthly expense, I am happy being a business owner that way. I'm not planning to build a unicorn here. I am happy with a small business which takes care of my expenses, and I am not answerable to anybody as I used to be answerable to a boss or a company. I can take my own decisions. I have the freedom of time, the freedom of money, and the freedom of location. So I consider myself in the B quadrant. Let's look at the I quadrant. I have a business. I generate profits in the business. I have to invest this money somewhere, right? So that's where I become an investor. Now I can choose to invest that money in my own business or in someone else's business. So I currently have two private businesses which I own, and I have investment in public companies as well. Now, how do you make a decision where to invest your profits that you're earning from your business? It's very simple, right? Wherever I am getting a higher rate of return on my invested capital, I have to invest my money there. Now, obviously, public companies are large companies. They have employees and infrastructure. Obviously, those businesses are likely to make more money on their invested capital than I would make on if I invest that capital in my own business, right? So I am better off taking profits out of my business and putting those profits in a publicly listed company, which is actually generating free cash flow, giving dividends to shareholders, buying back their own shares, increasing shareholder value, and maybe acquiring more businesses in the future. So that is how I take a decision. It is purely based on return on invested capital. So those were the four quadrants: the E, the S, the B, and the I. Employee, self-employed, business owner, investor. I have been in all four quadrants. Currently, I am in the B quadrant and the I quadrant, and this is a much better life. I have the freedom of time, money, and location. But it takes time to move from the E and the S quadrant to the B and the I quadrant. The people who are in the B and the I quadrant, they are not working for money. I am not working for money. I am creating products, and these products, which are a part of my business, which are assets of my business, that asset is generating income for me. So I'm not working for money. I am working to create assets. That is the way to get to financial freedom fast. And if the business that you start does well and throws off enough cash flow, which you can invest in even higher return businesses, nothing like it, that will help you achieve your financial freedom goal even faster. So that's what I wanted to share in this video. Hope you got value out of it. Thank you so much.